The U.S. Polo ASSN Palm Beaches Marathon is coming in December, and WPBF 25 is the official broadcast station. Runners, they are training hard, but no one wants to be sidelined by an injury. Here to tell us more about how to maybe prevent those injuries on the road to the marathon is Dr. David Rudnick, the owner and chiropractor of Sports Rehabilitation Institute in Boynton Beach. Dr. Rudnick, thanks so much for being here with us this morning. I know that you specialize in sports medicine. So what are some of the common injuries we see when it comes to running?
Yeah, most of the running injuries we see are lower extremity, obviously, and patellar tendonitis, IT band syndrome, stress fractures in the foot, plantar fasciitis, and Achilles tendinopathies, and shin splints would be the most common things that we see with our runners.
So what are some of the treatments?
They're vast. We have a very integrated office. We offer as simple as rehab tools that people can do in our office. We offer advanced techniques like dry needling and acupuncture and shockwave technology, which stimulates stem cells into the area and can heal tears and fracture. We offer a regenerative medicine component, an integrated practice with medical providers that can provide PRP and peptide integration for these injuries as well, and just your general soft tissue techniques like massage.
Okay, so you know, we're talking about a lot of people training right now for the marathon that's coming up in mid-December. What are some things that people can do to prevent getting to those injuries?
Yeah, the first thing is to listen to your body. I like the 3 to 5 day rule. Most people will wait way too long to go get an injury looked at, and that'll fester, and it's like picking at a scab. That scab's going to take longer to heal, and that cut's going to get deeper, and you're going to be dragging this along, and then that becomes a problem because they're going to be dragging their rehab on for a lot longer. The race is going to come up and they're not going to be game ready. So the best thing to do is train smart, listen to your body. If things aren't getting better by 3 to 5 days, probably go look at it. It's not going to get better by week 2 or 3 if you're not better by day 5.
And Dr. Rudnick, what about in the moment kind of, I guess, injuries? You know, if you are in the middle of running the marathon, you start to feel sore, what can people do?
Oh, during the marathon?
Yeah.
I mean, you're already in the game at that point. I'd say be smart, but maybe push through if you feel like you can, but if you're starting to limp and your other things are starting to hurt, maybe it's time to just kind of pull off so you don't cause a major problem and end up having surgery or something like that down the line.
Gotcha. Before we wrap up, any final just advice and tips for people?
Yeah, the best thing I can say is to add strength training into your program. Don't just run, add strength training. Make sure that you're, again, listening to your body. The 10% rule is something that I really focus on. Don't go out and run 2 miles as part of a rehab program and then the next day do 5. Try to add 10% at a time. And things like stretching that we used to do a lot, not as great as we once thought. It can actually lower your performance output and power output. So save the stretching for after your runs and for recovery, but not before. Do dynamic warm-ups like lunges and squats and hip openers to warm up your body pre-run.
All right, Dr. Rudnick, thank you so much for your time this morning. If you want to watch this interview again or for more information, you can head to our website, WPBF.com, or download our free WPBF 25 News app.